Michael J. Ever since the Orlando mass shooting, I have been trying to think of how I wanted to respond in a public way. I just felt compelled to, but I wasn't sure what I really wanted to say about it. But now, we've come to October 11th, National Coming Out Day. It seems like a good time to say something. I was thinking of all the gay teenagers when the Orlando news broke, what they must be thinking as they wade through their new awareness of their sexual orientation, and how scary it must feel to know that a man with a gun could walk into a place filled with LGBT people dancing and having fun and killing them for no good reason, except for the hatred of gay people. As horrific as that story was for everyone, it has to be particularly frightening for gay kids. National Coming Out Day was created because the gay liberation movement realized that one of the biggest problems it had was that for the most part, gay people are invisible. You have to declare yourself as LGBT in order for someone else to know you exist. But the greatest weapon for fighting homophobia, a fear of the unknown, was to make the LGBT community visible. Visibility was the key and still is. So coming out became a war cry in the gay liberation movement, and National Coming Out Day was established to help encourage gay people to become visible to their friends, family, and co-workers. It's really difficult to hate a friend or family member who happens to be LGBT. They just aren't that scary. They're every kind of person, in every kind of profession, paying taxes like everyone else, making valued contributions to society and culture. A big part of the reason I wanted to get back into theater education was for the gay kids. About 4 years ago, there were too many stories in the news about gay kids taking their lives or being bullied to death. It's heartbreaking because there is no reason for that. At the age of 14 or 15, the world can seem dire to LGBT kids. They lack the perspective to know that life does get better and they can survive. My profession has always been theater, and I know from experience that for whatever reason, the gay kids find their way into the theater. My theory is that the theater serves for them a necessary form of self-expression that allows them a voice at a time when they feel very guarded as they work through their new awareness of their sexual orientation, trying to figure out how that sits with the rest of their life, how friends and family might react, and how to become comfortable with themselves. Everyone has a different timeline for that process before they are ready to declare themselves openly. For me, I wasn't ready to come out until I was 21 years old, halfway through college. But once I did, it was a great burden lifted off of my shoulders, and I wish I had had the courage to come out much earlier. I used my interest in theater to help this idea of gaining visibility by writing and directing plays about the LGBT lives through the Lambda Players in Sacramento and several theater organizations I worked with in New York. It's a lot easier for gay teens today than when I was in high school in the 1980s. We've certainly made a lot of progress, but still, for all the positive messages out there, from the positive representations of gay characters on TV to finally achieving national marriage equality, there are just as many negative messages. For the most part, LGBT youth have to negotiate through that negativity alone, in silence and isolation, until they find their own strength and courage to come out. I wish that didn't have to be the case. I want to tell all the gay kids out there that you are not broken. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. You are perfect just the way you are. Know that I'm looking out for you and I want you to succeed and be happy. You will be able to live openly, find love, and be loved in return. If you can't come out in high school, don't worry. Absolutely no one will care that you're gay when you go to college. In fact, they'll probably love you all the more for it. Your difference allows you to see the world through a different lens, and therefore your contribution to whatever you choose to devote yourself to will have a unique and beautiful impact on the world. You are okay. Happy National Coming Out Day.